Hi, I'm Tanya Baronic. Thank you all for coming tonight. My speech is about the consequences of negative body image. I'm going to persuade my audience that negative body image is harmful to your body as well as your mental health. Negative body image is something that's very harmful and can create a lot of issues along with mental health issues, eating disorders, different things like that. So have you ever looked in the mirror and thought, I don't like what I see? Did you know that 15 to 20% or 15% of males and 20% of females don't like their body or are unhappy with how their body looks? That was a surprise to me as well. I will persuade you that negative body image is very bad for your health. And with all the research that I've done, as well as my personal experience, since you all know that I used to weigh approximately 300 pounds and have lost 118 pounds, I definitely had a negative body image going through and would do whatever I could to make my body not seen by public. I would hide, I would wear big clothes to make myself feel a little bit better. So with my experience and knowledge, I feel like I can persuade you that negative body image is bad for your health as well as bad for your mind, your mental state. Body image is a significant problem, and it's just as significant in men as it is in women. Males' negative body image is just as bad as females, which really surprised me. I didn't think that males had as much of a negative body image. It always seems like it's a female issue, but males are right up there with females, and it's pretty close as to the statistics of how many males and how many females have that negative body image. Males is mainly about, their negative body image is mainly about weight and muscularity. Men feel they need to be big and buff, bodybuilder type, and so they feel that those are the main parts, what they need to follow. Men are also perceived or possessing a greater degree of male type traits. So it goes back to the whole alpha male, which is the objective of study of animal behavior. Males have assertiveness, they have dominance, as well as they have to be physically strong and courageous. And that came from more of 2018. Manhood is also socially constructed role. An expectant constituted masculinity which comes from the media, the whole hunky masculine man that we see all through the media. The individual construct of malehood are based on their own experiences. That is how they grew up and how they've been taught, from what their peers say to what their coaches say. That's how males are supposed to be. They're pressured to feel physically fit, and they need to be at that level because that's how a man should be. That was from Drexler of 2013. Females' negative body image. Scales determine our self-worth. Females think that when they get on the scale, they look at that number, it's higher than they want it to be, they're doomed. They're not good enough. Their self-worth has gone down drastically. Weight has been identified as the key issue in 63% of males or females. Media has helped in media hurts and it helps. So media shows you a size 2 person, thinks that you need to be that. But they also give people an idea of, I need to be maybe a little bit healthier, a little bit fitter. Maybe I need to go to the gym. Maybe I need to watch when I'm eating. Do different things. Yes? In the transgender community, you see a lot more of body shaming. They aren't sure who they are or where they need to be. You also do see with them a lot of eating disorders. So the types of eating disorders that you see are anorexia, restricting calories, bulimia, binging and purging, as well as orthorexia, which is night eating, so sleeping as well as night issues. And that all came from Blake of 2017. Then there's a body dysmorphic disorder, as well as a gender dysmorphic disorder. So the body dysmorphic is you imagine yourself as ugly, whereas the gender is you look in the mirror and you aren't sure who you are. Am I supposed to be male? Am I supposed to be female? Eating disorders are more prevalent in people who are unsure of their gender. They aren't sure where to go. And also from the Center of Change of 2017, depression and anxiety is a distorted view of yourself. You believe that you're less attractive. And eating disorders affect men and women just the same. 1 in 3 males have an eating disorder. They happen in 30 million people. 20 million of those people are females. 10 million are males, which was a shock and surprise to me. Yes?
How much of this do people relate back to your upbringing and your genetics and things like that? I mean, does that factor in?
So your weight goes along with your genes.
Okay.
Your genes are, so what you were born with, your genes, you have no control over that. That a lot of times is how your weight is. That's something that you have to accept, which is very hard for people. Upbringing is when you were told as a child that you were overweight. You hear that, you hear that, you hear that. A lot of my research, I read things that disturbed me as far as they have kids as young as kindergarten who want to go on diets because they are overweight, which is very, very disturbing to me. So my child has, in the past, has said that she is overweight and needs to do something about her weight, and she's only 10, so it's everywhere, unfortunately. And eating disorders, also 80% of people recover, but then it has one of the highest mortality rates. 1 in 3 people, or 1 person dies every hour from an eating disorder. And that came from the Eating Disorder Facts of 2018. Self-help options. So self-help options, you have Fight Your Fatism, which is love and honor anybody, body shape, size, no matter what. Respect them. Most of the people have diet downfalls. Women have a tendency to diet 50% of the time. 98% of the time they gain the weight back, as well as 20 to 25% of them gain or go into and have an eating disorder. You need to recognize the influence of body misconception. Befriend your body. You need to take care of yourself, you need to go to the gym, work out, and try to eat healthy. Know that all your problems can be solved. They can all be worked out one way or another. And you need to handle disappointment and reflect on your self-worth. Those self-help techniques will help you. It is a lot of work and it takes a lot of time. I can attest to that. So in going through my speech, we've looked at, going through my speech, we've looked at the mental health part of it, as well as the eating disorders and how it affects males and females. Biggest takeaway that I've had from doing all this research is we need to love ourselves and love our friends and our neighbors, no matter what size they are. We've definitely got to learn to love ourselves, which is the hardest thing any human can do. It's definitely a struggle. And once we can accept that and accept ourselves for who we are, that's going to make a huge difference in our lives and in our negative. Yes.
How do you keep from taking that too far? Like you embrace them for who they are, but you more or less enable them to continue to binge eat and just not take care
You
of
have,
themselves.
yeah, you have to be there for them. You have to, I mean, if you have a friend that you know that is going through that, you have to get them to seek help if you can. Try to do what you can. I mean, a lot of it is you just have to be there and you just have to try to help them. You can only help a person so much if they don't want to be helped, and that's what the hardest part is. But you need to encourage them to get help. There's lots of counselors, there's lots of psychiatrists and things like that that have help remedies for this exact thing. That's where they would need to go. But you need to work on, I mean, you just have to be a friend. Help them, that's all you can do. You have to love them, and you have to learn to love yourself and show them that it doesn't matter what you look like. We're all human. We're all worth it. Our body does not, our body shape size does not say who we are. It is what is in our heart and what is inside that matters.
Isn't that kind of like the saying, don't
Yes,
judge a book by its cover?
exactly, and that's exactly what it is. Thank you guys all for coming. And 1, 2, 3.
We are at least 18.